Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today I am playing Santa Claus here on the Iceland map, and I understand that Iceland is not the North Pole, but last year on Christmas we played the Arctic Stronghold map, I believe, and I'd like to mix it up here today and try something different. So we are playing the ever lovely Iceland map, and I'm playing as the red player because Santa wears red. And Merry Christmas to all of you. If you are having a tremendous day, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you are not a celebrator of Christmas, happy holidays to you. And thank you for joining me on this ever lovely game of Risk. Green presumably had to whack something. We were playing with 5 players. I didn't want to risk anybody leaving. And these Iceland games take quite some time to fill. So I didn't want to risk anybody leaving. And thus, it was easier for me to put us into a 5-player game. Now, I think Purple's going to try to play for this bonus. And I don't think anybody's really going to like each other in this game. So if I have to harm Green a little bit, it might be the price that they have to pay. I understand that there's an easier card here into this 3. I think Purple's going to try to slam my business if I try to take that. So it may just be easier to attack out through Green. With a 10 on 5, throw my rest of my troops up here. Sorry, dude, but I need to get my material out of Purple's way because I don't trust Purple, and I'd rather just let him play for this +3 bonus right now than try to contest anything else. And honestly, if you're sitting here with 2 5s directly next to each other and you're in the first turn, those are 2 separate territories. We are playing what I believe is a 19 territory map. So I guess Green, no, 5-player game, 19 territories. Oh yeah, wait, me and Blue are the ones with 2. Everybody else gets 3, or it gets 4. Sorry, me and Blue are the ones with 3. Everybody else gets 4. I suppose that makes some sense. Purple is grouping everything up here. I'm not sure what Pink is doing. I would love it if he gets this 11 out of the way. He does not. It's going to take us longer to group our stuff up, which is unfortunate. But that's his fortify. Pink may have gotten bonked by somebody else on a different part of the board. And actually, Blue is holding the +4 over there. So it remains to be seen if Green or Purple will contest that. But we are Santa. We're going Violent Night on these guys. Christmas movie from 3 years ago. Well, if you can call it that. And I'm going to group everything up. I guess up here. I don't really want to sit pointed at these guys. Joker is huge. Wild card early. Now, Blue had a bonus. I don't know where the end of Green is. We have a little bit of Green right here, potentially down here now. He's doing some attacking over on the right-hand side. If he breaks Blue, he's likely fried. Right? If Blue doesn't have the bonus anymore, my guess with how limited Blue's material was on the left-hand side here, I don't think Green has a lot left. And I think there's actually the potential for elimination on one, if not both of these players. Although if Purple guards this here, it makes it a little bit more difficult. And we don't actually have the pathing out of this either. But maybe Pink gives it to us, and then we know that Blue is here. Let's see how many attacks the Pink player does. He's only got... This may be his primary stack. He attacks down into me here. We know Blue is here. Blue does get broken. Does he go retaliation mode here? 1, 2, 3, 4. These guys are both worth 3 cards each. I think Pink just boxed off our ability to go hit all of that over there. I think Pink boxed off our ability to do that. Let's go find out. It doesn't look like it, actually. I think he's here. We lose 1 on that. Blue also worth 3 cards. We don't even have to trade the Joker. Blue's got to know I'm coming for him, right? I think he's got to know I'm coming for him. I could kill purple instead. That would trade me. And then we just have to defeat pink. Blue would trade me as well. I think that's the right choice. Another Joker. Purple had the trade on 3. I'm glad I went for that just now. I'm actually going to trade the Jokers here. And one of the Jokers, because I don't want to burn them both on the next turn. I think this... Well, I'd have a normal full trade in. I don't know. I probably could have been fine. But if I get a... No, I think it works. I'm going to actually roll this. Ooh. He had more over here than I thought he did. Well. And that. Oh, and pink doesn't have a trade because pink didn't take a card on one of the turns. Oh, wow. Okay. So if he doesn't have a trade in, well, we should just follow him around, right? I'll have a trade in on the next turn with the Joker. Or I don't have the Joker. Just sit in front of his stack. So green and blue's vengeance. We didn't get a dude off of this. Does he slam my stack? Okay, we're just going to follow him around then. Because you have to break the bonuses. And in breaking the bonuses, that probably gets him eliminated, right? Or at least close to it. Now, oh, he pathed wrong, so he has to hit the 3. Or he lets me have this. Now he hits the 3. And has to hit a 2. And loses 3. Okay. Wrap around like this. We'll see if we have enough. That was actually probably exactly what he needed to do. But he didn't take a card in the previous turn. We don't have the trade on 3. Trade on 3 would have guaranteed us the win here. Now we're playing a little iffy where it's not 100% chance of winning. Because we got to hit 9 territories. So he was smart to leave that over there. I do, however, get perfect pathing into him. If I approach him, if I don't lose anything... Oh, I have a 6 on 3. 5 on 3. 73%. Man. Didn't lose a single thing. He didn't have a trade in either, so it didn't really matter. Santa is victorious, everybody. The fastest Christmas video you're going to see. Apologies that it was so quick. I hope you enjoyed regardless. Iceland is close enough to the North Pole. My beard has got tiny little white hairs in it. I'm basically Santa. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll let you back to your holiday. If you did enjoy, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Shout out to green and blue for feeding me this one. Sorry, purple. I just thought getting his massive chunk out of the way and having the troops pointed already at blue was the better way to do it, and it worked. So, as always, everybody, I've been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace. Merry Christmas.